Hey guys, just wanted to show you my latest project here that I finished up today, and that is a friction folder style key organizer, or whatever you want to call it. But pretty much this is an idea I've wanted to do for a while since I saw people mod keys to fit in the smaller Leatherman keychain tools. I've tried that before, didn't really work, and I wanted it to give it another go, and just was trying to figure out a way I could do it and make it work, and make it look stylish and kind of put my own touch to it. So this is what I came up with, a little friction folder style. To be honest, this was very much inspired by Serge Perchenko's work. He's a custom knife maker, and I really do apologize if I completely butchered your last name there. But he does a lot of work with some brass and copper, and just makes some really cool, rugged looking, really worn down, beat and used finishes on his products. So really awesome. I'll put a link down below to his Facebook. He's got some absolutely stunning photos there of his work. But went with the brass. Initially I was going to do just a high polish with like a satin finish, but some of the scratches were a little bit too deep to take out, so I took the hammer to it, and after a good 10 minutes or so of letting my frustration out, turned out really well. Absolutely amazing texture. It's going to be very difficult to catch on the camera, but it just looks and feels excellent. Really like brass working with it. Nice and soft, so you can really do some cool stuff to it, and some cool finishes. So I did that, and then afterwards I took my cloth polishing wheel and put a nice high polish finish on it. Then I took the blowtorch to it, and brass is pretty cool. It anodizes. It changes color, and some very gorgeous, beautiful colors. Deep reds, really dark blues, kind of like titanium, but unfortunately, as it cools down, those colors just disappear. So it'd be cool to find a way to color it and have it stay. I mean, there's some really amazing colors, but ended up being this more subdued, grayish black sort of worn color. Looks like a nice oxidized layer, but it's already starting to wear off a little bit on the high points, which I like. I think it's going to look really cool with use. So the action is very nice. It is a little bit challenging to work. I did cut these tabs a little bit small, but perfect size to not snag on anything. That was the biggest thing, is I didn't want to do the sort of traditional tail tang that friction folders have, since those I think on keys would get snagged quite a bit. So went for the smallest but yet most accessible, I guess you could call it, and it works out pretty well. One little disadvantage, or one thing I need to look over, is fixing this central washer here, this really big one. I think two smaller, thinner washers would help reduce the friction so both keys didn't come out all the time. But other than that, it works well. Fits in the ignition. One little issue I've run up before, I did try doing a Leatherman Micra, I think it is, a little key swap in that. And on the car key, I cut it too short so that you couldn't push it in and then twist. Car key, at least on my car, I've got to push in about a 1/4 inch to be able to get past that lock and start turning the key. So that's why I have a lot more keys sticking out here than with my house key. But it works out just very well. The house key you might think is backwards, but on my locks the teeth go upwards. So that's what I want for so I can hold it kind of the natural sort of grip and twist. So really pleased with how this turned out. I think it could have been a little bit better, but unfortunately my belt grinder was out of commission. One of the drive wheels is worn out, so I cannot run it with a belt. It just slides right off. So while I'm waiting for the parts, I was using my disc grinder on the side of my belt grinder, and worked out okay. So anyhow, I think this is going to be absolutely amazing with more use. Really happy with how it turned out, and yeah, before I start repeating myself, let me know what you guys think. And as always, stay safe. Thanks for watching.